Welcome to Chapter 11, which is the endocrine system. The endocrine system is a series of glands scattered all over the body. So the pituitary gland, the pineal gland, the hypothalamus, master control, thyroid, adrenal glands, pancreas, either testes or ovaries, depending on who you are. There are a whole other number of them as well, and we're not going to go into all of them. I'll, introduce a few of them here. We're not going to be talking about all of them, but these are glands scattered all over the body that secrete hormones via ductless concepts. No ducts, just dumps it into the blood. The great thing about hormones is that they will cause an effect on another organ at a much distant location the majority of the time. Pituitary, hypothalamus, obviously they're in close proximity, so not too far, but hypothalamus or the pituitary gland, having an effect on the ovaries or the testes, that's pretty good distance. So they're usually affecting organs that are, in a much farther location away. They're usually targeted, usually specific. So it's going to have a specific receptor to give me a specific response. As we'll see here in a second, a lot of organs secrete hormones. Okay. Stomach secretes one, gastrin, and that stimulates activity within the cells associated with the gastric pit, so we can digest foods. The heart, atrial natriuretic peptide, it secretes something. Adipose, hell, even secretes. Leptin is a hormone, and it affects our satiety, whether or not we want to go eat or whatnot. So a lot of organs secrete hormones. We're just going to kind of keep it to some of the major ones here. There are also these things called neurohormones. Neurohormones are secretions. They're not hormones per se, but they are neurosecretory cells that are specialized to enact a hormonal response being secreted by something else. And we'll see a lot of that, honestly, between the hypothalamus and the pituitary gland. So that's where we'll see a lot more of that. Hormones do a multitude of things. Ultimately, these are all geared toward metabolism, how we utilize energy, how we make energy, how fast we can utilize it, growth, and reproduction. All right, multitude of functions. That's just a general catch-all type of thing. But the vast majority of these are all geared to some kind of metabolic function happening at other locations. As you can see, there are a ton of them. We talk about adipose tissue in nutrition class with leptin and how it does. We've talked a little bit about some adrenal gland stuff, norepinephrine, epinephrine, in terms of the autonomic nervous system there, again, from the adrenal medulla. But, we'll talk about adrenal cortex and the glucocorticoids and the mineral corticoids to help regulating, especially mineral corticoids, helping to regulate water balance, sodium retention within the body. Again, like I said, the heart with ANP, we'll talk about that, and its effect on the heart. You can see it affects the kidneys. So there's something produced by the heart that affects it. Again, sodium, water balance. Secretin and cholecystokinin with the digestion, how fast the stomach moves, the small intestine moves. Erythropoietin when we talk about red blood cell production. Go down the list. There's a ton of hormones within the body, and we are just going to scratch the surface on some of the major organs here, or the major glands, of the endocrine system, some of their secretions, and keep it pretty basic and simple in terms of how they're stimulated to secrete their various hormones.